Alright, welcome to Ramblings and Randomness with Roth and Romelio. He's Roth.
He's Romelio.
And today we are joined by a very special guest, a friend of Roth from college. I've met him a few times. We watched Game of Thrones together. Yeah, you don't remember that?
I do remember.
Remember it now? Good. This is Jersey Jay. Round of applause for Jay. He'll be joining us today, and he's on his way up to Gen Con. I've never been to a con. I want to, but I got 4 kids. So,
bring them. There's lots of content for kids. I actually run a LARP for kids.
We popo.
Fair.
That's cool. That's why we need to get this up and going, so I don't have to worry about my 4 kids. But anyway.
Get you on a panel, get you some free passes.
Right?
That's what you do.
Yeah, and that's why we're going to start reviewing action figures and stuff. So then, like, all the cool Optimuses you want them, they'll just send it to them for free.
Absolutely. That's how you do product placement.
Man, look, we're going to shoot in my house one day. I can set something up. I fixed my couch. Well, Angie did. I'll tell you how. It's kind of funny. Anywho, we'll be going over a bunch of stuff today. It's going to be ramblings and randomness.
I don't even know everything right now. I know what we're starting with.
I know nothing. Like, for real, I had a long day. Roth's like, hey, did you figure this out? I'm like, figure what out? He's like, no, you're supposed to be doing this. I'm like, look, no.
He said
I've had quite
a billion kids at his house today, and only 2 of them were his.
Right. Like, I got rid of 2 and got 5.
6. I thought there were 8.
There was 9.
Oh, there was 9.
Yeah, I forgot Teresa had 5 kids. Yeah, so she had her 5, Wendy's 2, and my 2. Now, don't get me wrong, her kids are well behaved, no problem from them. As soon as a terrorist, so I had to put her to sleep. And then the baby, he's a baby. So, and my 2 were off and about. They got the grass, so I'm proud of them. But yeah, so I haven't really had time to do anything. And then I'm tired, woke up early, went to bed late, so.
He's been sleeping on the couch while we did our rapid.
I basically drove all the way from Georgia, starting at like 2 in the morning.
You made bad timing.
No,
if you
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. Okay.
I took like 2 naps on the way out there.
That makes more sense by you saying having 2 half-hour
I woke up
naps.
at 2, packed for like an hour, and then packed another hour, and then finally got.
He's running LARPs at Gen Con.
With my company, Kettle of Fish Productions. You can check us out on Facebook. We have an Instagram, supposedly.
We do too.
It's not just me. It's not just me.
Do we have Instagram?
Yes.
We do.
Look, social media.
I know we have a Twitter and Facebook.
It is hard. Like, and the problem is I get on social media and then I go down the rabbit hole. I'm like, oh, what is D-Storm Power talking about today? And then 67 videos later, I realized I just spent 3 hours watching nonsense. And I could have been posting on our stuff.
Welcome to the internet.
You work on this nonsense.
Yeah.
I know. I try.
We want them for money, man.
I know.
We want those free action figures.
Right. Did I tell you about my random shelf? No. I have a random shelf now. Rebecca gave it to me. So it's where, like, our cups from, say, an Endgame, Angie's Captain Marvel, my Thanos, is where that is. The cup topper, Voodoo War Machine, that's there. Somebody, I can't remember who, I think it was you, but it might not have been, gave me an Optimus Prime keychain.
Yeah.
It's just the head.
Yep, I remember that.
It was Jimmy. That's sitting up there. Then I have my 5 Voltron Lions. Whenever I take back my Vanguard from Destiny, that's where they're going to go. I was going to put my Gundam on there when I'm customized. It's too big. Like, I set him up there, and his head was, like, his entire torso was doing this. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to put you over here. But yeah, so I'm setting up a random one. So
that's what they put on the Instagram, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm going to clean up my entire setup, but I want to remodel my stuff first because it's real plain and brown and
And I told him, like, basically, we're going to start doing the figure reviews. The only issue
Oh, you should
is
see my basement.
I need to
Super cool.
actually finish. We're wanting to do a more unique outro and intro, so I'll need to
Right.
get those finished before
We
we
start working on music again. I think it's just, you know,
Life has been hectic lately.
it has.
I've had, there was a lot of drama, and then I had a memorial for a friend of mine last week, so last few weeks have been rough. That's why videos have been not coming out as quick as they should. Hopefully they'll start to balance out again. I'm getting back into the groove, and the only reason the one's not up, it would be up if it were a normal video.
But it is Team Nerdburger Plays.
We're gonna change the name.
We're not.
We're gonna have a social media campaign about trying to figure out names.
No, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm on your side, man. That's a great name.
Thank you.
Burger it is. From
And really, it's like Team Nerdburger. You're like,
Who else says that?
right. And I mean, we're going to go to a restaurant whenever we get some sort of money, and we're going to film us eating big juicy burgers.
Oh. I haven't had dinner yet. Shh.
I'm sorry, bro. It's making me hungry
Let's
though.
talk about stuff.
I'm hungry
We'll do,
Yeah, let's talk about
after
that.
this.
So, Roth, what's first on the agenda today?
First is the only thing we technically actually had on the agenda so far was we wanted to discuss a little bit about the Watchmen series that's been announced at
Oh, I
Comic Con
listened. Yeah,
coming
right.
out, and the announcement of Alan Moore retiring from comics.
Really?
Yeah, he's got the last couple issues of his current League of Extraordinary Gentlemen he was on that I think are supposed to come out, but that's the last comic work he's supposed to be doing.
Interesting. So, I've seen the Watchmen movie. I've glanced over the graphic novel. Not a fan. I'm a fan, but not like it's not like I wouldn't even put it in my top 10.
Now, it did win Eisner Awards. It also won Publishing Awards. Won New York Best Sellers. It's one of the best graphic novels of the 20th century.
I'll concur all that. It's just not my thing. I just couldn't get into it. Like, I mean, and like I remember Buddha, when me and Buddha first started hanging out. Buddha's another member of Team Nerd. He's not here. He's at work. We missed him.
Well, now that you actually, he was like, how many videos have you all had out? Like 3? And I'm like,
I've only seen like
he didn't realize he hadn't been subscribed. And
Oh wow, no. we
so I
got-
was like, yeah, I was
30.
it's like 25. We'll like if you add them together.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe right here. Little button right here. Subscribe.
Oh god, I
It's on this side.
It's on that side.
Yeah. No, it's above the video.
Oh, yeah, when you do the one. Yeah, I haven't learned how to do the one in the middle of the video, in the middle, except I've learned how to do it at the very end. So it'll be in the it'll be over your face at the very end.
Click Jason's face at the end. But no, like, I see the lure of Watchmen. I see why, like, I mean, when Buddha we first started reading, it's like, Watchmen's amazing. Gotta read. No, I did read Watchmen. And I see the lure, it's just not my thing. And, like,
Well, let me tell you this.
When did you read it? Is actually a big
before the
question.
movie came out. Well before the movie.
I think it might be something you need to revisit.
Okay.
Because for that kind of thing, it's interesting to me where there's something that either is hyped or even if not, but when you've seen it younger and you were like, and then you come back to it later and you're like, what?
What did I miss?
Like Hellboy, it came out when we were 10 or less. Like when it first started, it was like early mid-90s when it started coming out. And so I remember having Wizards as a kid. You flip through, you see the artwork, and you're like, the devil is a detective? That's stupid.
And the stuff.
And the artwork was like, and when you're a kid, you're all in on the superhero, especially that day and age. It was all Jim Lee, McFarlane, Larson. So that's what you're like, yeah. Didn't touch it again until I got to college, and then my taste started to change. And I still never fully read it until a couple of years ago. And I really, I love the artwork. Like, I don't like Mignola's work on superhero books. I don't think it fits. But Hellboy's work for the Hellboy world is amazing, and the heavy darks.
I disagree. Batman, Gotham by Gaslight.
I could see it fitting. I haven't seen his Batman.
His covers of Wolverine might not work for you.
I didn't
his
like
Batman's great.
the last few covers I remember seeing for him was like Aquaman, and it didn't work.
No, it does not work.
It was
The colors are not down. No.
But for Hellboy, it was one of those. Whenever he had a guest artist on Hellboy instead of him, I was like, oh, I never like. It's not as.
I think it's
Guy Davis is one of my more favorite artists. His style is so strange. There's been a bunch of other people who've worked on it.
But like every few years, and it'll probably be happening.
that's pretty.
Isn't that cool?
That's pretty dope.
What?
His
The
Batman.
version of a Batman.
Oh,
So
yeah.
neat.
But
I love that. I like that.
yeah.
On a side note, Gotham by Gaslight, the animated feature, didn't care for it.
I like the twist.
See,
It
okay,
didn't fit the style. It was everybody's trying to be Bruce Timm. Everybody
I
wants.
have to
be
stop. I can't finish that statement because I never finished watching it because my dogs took off
Wow.
and ran out the door, and I had to take off after them, and then I was so mad that I never went back downstairs. So, homework.
Spoiler.
Read.
You want me to give you a spoiler?
Spoil it.
It's not the person presented in the Gotham by Gaslight comic book. It's actually Commissioner Gordon, who's gone insane and killed his wife. He becomes basically a Ripper character because he blames all women as
Whoa! Gordon put. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay. I'm over it.
Gordon's the Ripper.
That's pretty cool. I'm sad though. I like Gordon.
The alternate world.
It's cool now, but it's an alternate thing, and the Catwoman is pretty neat.
Yeah, I like her.
Kids are kind of cool. But it's like each of them is a Robin.
Yes,
thought
I
it
know.
was
Yeah,
hilarious.
that was great. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, what did she just call him Jason? Wait, did he say Richard?
Yeah.
Wait, is that Tim? Oh, they funny. Oh yeah, I love that.
Oh, that was clever.
But yeah, so
But on the topic of like revisiting things, I know one thing which I'll be probably doing soon because Tarantino just had a new movie come out. Is I get through periods every couple of years. He puts out a new movie. I usually revisit his work, and I remember when I was younger. Like, I don't remember what my favorite was, really, because I like Tarantino. It's never been his biggest one. I've never, like, Pulp Fiction's good, but I came to it too late when people were all already mad about, like, over crazy about it, and I thought it was fine. I
It
think
is
was
on
amazing.
the AFI 100.
I'm aware. I'm again like he is with the one. It's taste. But I do remember when I first saw this movie when I was younger of his, I was like, eh. But now that I've gotten older, the movie actually has been my favorite for the last couple of years of Tarantino's is Jackie Brown.
Really?
I've never seen it.
Jackie Brown is. It comes right on the tail of Pulp Fiction. It is very much in that blaxploitation, but it's. For me, that doesn't feel as much like a Tarantino movie.
It doesn't as much as the others. No,
Yeah.
there's still Tarantino spots. Like it's got Samuel L. Jackson has the big AK-47 when you absolutely, positively got to kill every motherfucker in the room except no substitutes. But that's actually the first movie that Chris Tucker was in.
Really?
Or one of them. He's a very minor spot. I didn't realize until I watched that movie that he had ever been in Tarantino. But what's her name? Is Foxy Brown's the actress's name?
Amber.
Pam Grier.
Grier.
Because it's actually he gets Pam Grier back as the main role, and it's who plays the bondsman? I can't think of his name right now.
Chaz Palminteri?
Robert Forster.
Robert Forster.
Yeah, you wouldn't know him. I wouldn't know him for anything. I'd be surprised, but
Yeah.
it's that guy. But it's got Michael Keaton. It's got a couple. But the biggest thing about it, though, is one dealing with like Jackie Brown being a single black woman in the '90s. But one of the biggest things is between her and Robert Forster. There's a lot of different references to like getting older and age, and
Sure.
that's kind of, even though I'm not as old as they are in the movie, since I've gotten older, and it overall is less violent than Tarantino's other
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
Which there's murders in it because it's Tarantino, but it's not as crazy. And I think I kind of like his over-the-top stuff. Like his one to put on the background that I enjoy is Kill Bills. They're just fun to put on the background.
See, with me, I like Inglourious Bastards because I like to see dead Nazis.
Inglourious Basterds is fucking fantastic.
Oh, it's
Sound good?
But
Brad Pitt in that movie, that solidified him as my favorite actor. Straight. Him as, what's his name, Aldo?
Aldo Rain.
Oh my god.
Buongiorno.
Yes! I was like, because I saw that movie like 2 weeks after the first time I saw Troy. And I thought he was great in Troy.
Really? Okay.
I love Troy. I love Troy.
That accent though in Troy.
Oh, agreed. It's like, but that, like, the fight between him and Hector.
Mm-hmm.
I've never actually seen Troy.
Everything around him is awful, but every scene he's in, he is electric, and you just want to watch him fight every battle.
That's why no one will remember your name. Boy, he's a kid. Don't tell him that. No, you're right though. That whole, the opening fight in the movie, you're expecting like him to go toe, like it's going to be a throwdown, and then when it happens, you're like, what the fuck just happened? Rewind. Oh, he killed him. Okay. Wow.
That's what they used to do. They just you send out your best warrior, they meet in the middle, whoever wins, the army kind of goes.
If you've never seen the open, I'm gonna tell you the opening scene.
I think I've seen.
I think
that
I've
scene.
shown it to you.
Yeah, I think you did. Somebody
super
did.
quick.
It was me, because me, you, and Buddha were in the basement.
Yeah.
No, me, you, and Dylan. No, me, you, and Buddha. It was Buddha.
One of our friends.
Yes. Might be
Maybe
both of them.
Oh, we'll talk about it.
But yeah, he literally comes running down. You seen it, Jimmy?
Hundreds of times.
Love it.
Champion.
But yeah, no, like I understand the lure of Watchmen. When I first saw the movie to me, and since it's a person who, again, not saying I didn't like it, but it's just not my.
Well, you also have to realize something. There's something very important about Watchmen that you have to understand. Those were also supposed to be characters from Keystone Comics. It was supposed to be Blue Beetle. It was supposed to be
Batman.
No, not Batman.
Oh, he wasn't supposed to be Batman.
No, it was all.
I thought Night Owl was supposed to be Batman.
It was DC characters that there are characters from Keystone that DC had purchased from Keystone and Scarab Comics. So it was
so he was Blue
Peacemaker.
Beetle.
Peacemaker was the comedian, or the comedian was Peacemaker. Rorschach was the Question,
Yeah, I remember.
and then Blue Beetle was Owlman.
Okay. I
And
can see
then
that.
Phantom, the Phantom Lady was
Silk
Silk Spectre, and then who am I missing? And
Dr.
then
Manhattan?
Dr. Manhattan was Captain. I believe it was a Captain Marvel.
Adam?
Captain Adam. It was Captain Adam. Thank you.
You are knowledgeable, man.
Sadly, yes, I am. I have this
Wow,
on my head.
I've never.
It makes me no money.
Thought that we would meet people or know people more knowledgeable than us. Straight honest, not even gonna pretend. We just had a nerd education.
Who's this guy?
That's Jimmy.
Okay.
We're in the process of nerd educating him.
Jimmy, Jersey J, Jimmy.
Hey, Jimmy.
What up, buddy?
But yeah. So I'm gonna read because I was just thinking about that when I first saw Reservoir Dogs. Was not a fan.
I like parts. Problem with Reservoir Dogs is you can never listen to Stuck in the Middle with You ever again the same way.
And Stephen Wright's voice. You're listening to the sounds of the 70s.
That part didn't connect with me. I don't know. I don't remember that. But
I watched it when we moved into our, not the new house, but the old house. When we first moved in there, me and Ian sat down and watched it. Love that movie. Love it. So, I'm going to give it another shot.
It was revolutionary for its time. Same thing with Pulp Fiction. I'm a sucker also for, no, not Inglourious Basterds. I love that, but,
Django?
The Western.
Django?
No, Django's good. Django's damn good.
What was his name? Oh, Hateful Eight?
Hateful Eight.
Have you watched the new Netflix version where they made it? He re-released it on Netflix as hour-long miniseries. There's 4 episodes.
No.
So it's 4 hours now. It's extended. It's more extended than the extended cut. But yeah, it's a full miniseries now on Netflix.
Well, I've never seen Hateful Eight, so I'm going to go watch it too. Homework.
I saw some of the new one. Hateful Eight's alright. It's not one of my favorites of his.
I like the way he reinvents certain genres.
Kurt Russell has a glorious stash in that movie, though. And he accidentally destroyed a 19th century artifact.
Yeah.
There's a guitar in it that
Don't. Spoiler.
Well, it's
I'm guessing
it's,
smashes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he didn't, like, they were supposed to swap it out for a prop one. Nobody told him that he didn't have the prop one. He fucking demolished an actual 18th century or 19th century guitar. Antique guitar.
From a museum.
Yeah.
Sweating here.
So the reaction of everybody around him, like, whoa, 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 is 100% real.
So we have spent 25 minutes rambling.
We still haven't gotten to Watchmen. fully
Watchmen.
yet. Now, like, you need to read the book. I mean, if you want to rewatch the movie, that's fine.
No, I want to reread the book.
Yeah.
The movie to me was
the,
lacking
the
something.
thing about the movie, and it's with Snyder movies in general, I feel, is he's very good at shot composition. He's very good at imagery, but he sucks at story. He sucks at actually getting the point.
But at the same time, Watchmen itself is all about the Cold War and the troubles we were having during the 80s.
Did you? Sorry, I just remembered the big thing. So, the new HBO series
Wow.
takes place in the year
Now.
2019, but in the
Robert
Watchmen
Redford.
universe. You heard who's playing President Robert Redford?
Robert Redford.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I read that. I'm like, guess who's playing Robert Redford in the new Watchmen series? I'm like, well, it better be Robert Redford
Yeah.
or it's worthless. And I click on this, like, okay, it's Robert Redford. And he's supposed to be like retired from acting.
Yeah, like he was retired from acting, then he appeared in Endgame,
Yeah.
and then he's retired from acting. They keep getting him back at the end of his career for random comic book stuff.
Right? Could you imagine that phone call though? It's like, hey, Mr. Redford, this is Dennis Wheeling at
Damon
HBO.
Lindelof.
Okay.
I don't know. What I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
Damon Lindelof.
Well, he's not the casting director.
Yeah,
That's fair.
So this is casting director for the new HBO series, Watchmen. Yeah. So we had you in line for a role. Do you think you'd do it? Who am I playing? You. What? You'd be playing you, but
As
like
president.
as a president.
Hey, Ronald Reagan,
Fuck
the good
yes.
actor.
Oh, I
Ronald
know.
Reagan was an actor.
I'm totally.
I mean, we have a reality star now, so I mean, fair.
But I think, but each one is like different. The one that Snyder does, it's all about, I guess, technology and the fear of a big boogeyman, i.e., a nuke, basically. Dr. Manhattan.
He
But
miss.
then the 2019 one, the underlying story is about police brutality, because one of the main themes about it is that cops, to not become targets of a vigilante group, which is fighting against the government or the deep state or whatever they believe that the cops work for, they become masked. So there's no identifying marks on the cops. They all wear the same mask, a yellow scarf over their face. While there's another group that seems, I don't know if they're good or bad, there's a group that is patterning themselves after Rorschach, and they wear Rorschach masks. So it's basically the cops, for their own protection or the protection of their families, they become vigilantes, because the idea behind vigilantes is, with a mask, nobody can get at your families, because they don't know where you live. That's why Spider-Man wears a mask. But that's also why the Klan wore hoods, so you wouldn't know who they were. And that's a problem with cops. Again, when they hide their name tags, it's harder to hold them accountable, which is why you can't hold superheroes accountable, which is why superheroes have to be stopped. We have to stop Spider-Man. This has been a message from J. Jonah Jameson.
Who the hell is this guy?
J. Jonah Jameson, don't you listen, Jimmy?
He's got the look, I guess.
But that is
Hey,
he looks similar to
Could you
him.
pass your pulpit? Because he was preaching.
He was preaching. I have my pulpit.
That was a preach.
I have a pulpit I use.
Ah.
Let me get a timer going. All right.
I like Wayne's World too. Ready? So, can't get that
Because
past
you went
me.
down whenever I finished it.
Yeah, I did.
I
I
went
didn't
5-4.
Remember last week I had Wayne. Did Wayne win? I forget. I'll finish it when I get to
Prize?
editing it. No, my point, we were doing Super Fight, and my guy character was Wayne Campbell.
I don't think he did.
Yeah, I don't think he did either.
Versus
he
who?
should have. I don't remember, but it doesn't matter.
Earth, yeah.
Garth would have done good.
Garth would have done good. Yeah, Garth would have built something.
Yeah, he was a tech guy.